Hey YouTube. Um, so I'm just live on YouTube. I don't have Instagram going. I got my phone charging. Um, I just wanted to, jump back on YouTube because I talked a lot about, um, you know, uh, people using different things and stuff, and I just want to kind of connect with you guys. Just YouTube, just us, so we can talk. Let's talk. Um, I talked on my Instagram. If you haven't checked out my live over there, just go over there at Gods Gods all lowercase underscore chosen underscore hair care. That's on Instagram. Go check that live out that I did. Um, I talked about a lot of stuff, and I just wanted to jump back on YouTube just to kind of give you guys some one-on-one, show you guys some love because I've really been posting a lot on Instagram and TikTok. So I really just want to start posting at least some live videos and stuff over here. Um, so I just wanted to jump on here real quick. I just wanted to, thank my 10 subscriber. Thank you all for following me. All my 10 subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you for everyone that is watching my videos. Thank you for everyone that is, liking them. Even if you aren't liking them, thank you for reacting. Thank you so much for the engagement. I really appreciate it. If you guys haven't already, go over to Etsy.com and check out my Etsy shop, God's Chosen Hair Care. There's so many items to choose from. We're still fully stocked right now, so you guys go over there and check it out. Woo woo! We got 5 minutes. Um, yeah, so you guys go over there and check it out. Um, I just thank you guys for um, all that you guys are doing. Um, Thank you for, you know, being with me from the beginning. Um, I just started like a month ago, so we're still fresh, we're still new. It's just me. When you guys hear me say, "Oh, like, oh, we added this or we did that," it's me, God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. Um, but I make the product and I package it myself. Um, and just to give you guys a little bit of background, I'm 31. I still have a day job. I work at Target. Um, I soon I'm soon gonna leave there though, and I'm only working there like 20 hours a week, so it's part time. So it's full time here at Godschosenhaircare. Hair Care. How I got that name Godschosenhaircare Hair Care is because I'm God's chosen, and I definitely wanted to have God's name first because it's his business. Like he is the reason why this business is thriving and honestly getting a lot of traction. Um, because without him, I wouldn't be in this, um, this beautiful journey. And you know, 11 months ago, I was watching porn, I was drinking, I was smoking, and cussing, listening to rap music. I'm praying for little TJ, or I'm sorry, uh, I forgot his name, but the guy that was singing, "Quit calling my phone. I told you it's so for it's over. Leave me alone." Like, I pray for him that he pulls through. I know he's gonna pull through, and I pray that a lot of these rappers stop saying they put God first and really put God first. Um, because it's honestly a cliche, but that's for a whole new different. I'm not even gonna even touch on that. Um, but uh yeah, so if it wasn't for me really I gave my life to God back in 2019 after Nipsey Hussle passed away. That was really an eye opener for me. And it was honestly God that used that situation to get me to him. And it's a whole long story, but I'm not going to say it here. That'll probably you'll have to hear that story on my MMG Inner Circle. Also, go follow my MMG Inner Circle here on YouTube, also on TikTok and Instagram, because I'm gonna start going live over there as well. I've been posting some videos, but I'm gonna start going live over there as well. We have vent sessions. I haven't been having any recently because I've been trying to get my shop ready and everything. So tomorrow I'm probably going to start back with those vent sessions. And vent sessions is where we just go over there and we just be honest, we be vulnerable, and we really just, get stuff off of our chest, and really seek healing and God's guidance. So it's really a blessing and an honor. And God not only ordained me to be a product designer and seller, but also a wise counselor. So I just thank God for all the massive, changes in my life and what He has called me to do and be. And I know if it wasn't for that change and me partnering with God and saying, you know what, enough is enough. Like, I don't want to keep living my life like this. Like, if it wasn't for that, like, I really I wouldn't be in this, situation. Like, I really wouldn't. And I just thank God for, this opportunity. And, I know I'm going to be successful, but whatever happens, I just thank God for this journey. And for anyone that is starting a business, like, definitely start your business, learn about your business, know your business, and know that no matter what happens, God has your back. Put God first if you don't have God in your business. That is number one key to your success, is having God in your business. Have a relationship with Him. I just got out of Bible study. Like, you guys, you got to keep God first. Go to Bible study, continue to go to church, like, continue to pray. So, put sow into your ministry, sow into your business, not just buying things for your business, but sow, like, put money aside into your business and say, I'm putting $30 up to to sow a seed for investment for my business, and that will be unto God, whether you do that in church or you put it in the envelope and put it in your dresser and you never see it or touch it again, you know, like, just put that up, also tithe to your tenth of a dollar each time you get paid. Tithe for sure. It's very important. Pretty much have a relationship with God is very key to having a successful business. Um, Anyone that's not following after God, you can say, "Oh, I don't follow after God, and my business is still successful." Okay, I'm not talking to you, and we're not going down that road. Like, I'm talking to people that are God fearing, and find it hard to, because we're gonna have a lot of pushback as God fearing people, because our business is based around God, and not a lot of people are trying to hear that. A lot of people just want to go with a more worldly based business, and um, they don't want to get products where they don't want to get packages from a company that's like Godschosenhaircare, and you got prayer notes in your packaging. You got in your box. You don't. They don't want to hear, go on your Instagram or your YouTube feed and you're talking about prayer and stuff like that. Like, they just like that. They're like, that's corny, but it's not corny, because we're like it. We're building prosperity and we're praying prosperity into your life. Like, this is not just a company that sells hair care products to make you feel good. Like, we definitely want you to feel good about yourself and have that confidence in wearing your natural hair, but we want you to experience at least a little bit of the Garden of Eden as far as the herbs. And it doesn't even come close, but the herbs and the smell and the scents and just having fun with it. Like, we want you to build a relationship with God, and we want you to uh we just want to push you to God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit. That's really um my mission. Like, you know, like, this is not, oh, you have to be God fearing to buy from me, but I I want you to be, because I want everybody to go to heaven, and that's also God's um you know that's also God's plan as well. Like, that's what He also wants, but unfortunately there's going to be people that's going to want to do their own thing, and you know it's very unfortunate. um and I'm not just putting God's chosen on my platforms, and all I do is talk about my hair care. Yes, we're hair care, but we're God first. We are not saying we're gods, but I'm just saying we represent God. Like, I'm an ambassador of Christ and in Christ, and you know, yes, I sell hair care, but that's secondary. Um, if it wasn't for God, these hair cares really, these products wouldn't even exist. because honestly, I was really planning on doing all of this for myself. I wasn't planning on using this. I wasn't planning on selling it. I was planning on just working for someone else for the rest of my life, and until I got Wise Counsel Services off the ground or whatever, you know. Um, I knew I was going to be a counselor. I just didn't know I was going to be selling hair care products, and it, that's that. Is it Ephesians 8:28? God will do exceedingly abundantly, like more than I could ever ask or think. And I never could have thought this. I mean, I love doing hair. I always wanted to be a cosmetologist. Um, but when it was time for me to go to cosmetology school, I was looking at the different stuff that they were doing. I didn't see women of my hair texture, and I really wasn't really wanting to cut and dot and color and stuff like that, even though that was fun. But I also wanted to learn about African American hair too, you know? So, and it just wasn't that, you know? And a lot of cosmetologists say that they don't even learn about African American hair, you know? So, that kind of deterred me away. Because I thought it was like all aspects. But then I was also looking at nail care. But then I was like, okay, I don't really want to be doing people's feet, you know. Then I was like, oh, massage therapy. But then I was like, no, because I don't want a guy like getting a massage from me. He's like, ooh, yeah, you know. I was like, there's some creepy guys out there, creepy guys and women. Okay, so yeah. Um, so wise counselor definitely fits me. Hair care making definitely fits me. Um, and I just thank you, God, for all of that. Um, he's definitely changed my life around. I really didn't come on here to kind of give like this whole emotional, deep talk. I really want to come on here just to give encouragement to a business owner that is feeling like you're not um, going to make it. Like if you just started off and you feel like you're not going to make it, or you feel like, man, no one's going to buy this, no one likes this, like, you know, give yourself some time. You know, even if you gave yourself time, like give yourself more time. Like look on ways to upgrade your business. Like maybe look at different labeling, maybe look at different products that you have. Maybe add some products, maybe take away some products. You know, and if you don't have a relationship with God, maybe you need to look into that. You know, I'm not saying follow after God and your business is going to be booming and you're going to make all this money, but you're definitely going to attract the right people, because a lot of these businesses have a lot of people that complain a lot. They do all this, and it's all a corruption, and it's chaos and it's confusion, and God is not that. God is a God of order. So there's an order. And right now for me, today was opening day. The shop would have been closed, but I'm gonna keep it open. I'm gonna be transparent. I didn't make any sales today. Today was opening day. Today was about me opening my Etsy shop. Um, I had total 20 views. Now, like about 10 of that was me because I was looking at my profile to make sure everything was legit. So, but I had 5 visits to my shop. So that's really good. And the fact that now, see, on Etsy, I can see this. You could probably see it on your Shopify. But if you have people coming to your shop, that's really good. Even if you don't have people going to your shop, like you need to look at how your pictures are. I posted pictures and I looked at them today as a customer, and to me it looked really cheap and really tacky. Then to look at the price and see it was $30, no. See, I look at, okay, is it worth $30? Like, is it cute? Is it colorful? Like, now that I look at my page, it looks so much better. And see, I can't just put stuff out there to put stuff out there. Like I'm representing God and Christ and the Holy Spirit, so it needs to be A1. It needs to look good. Now, this is just for now, the packaging and everything. The labels are going to stay, but we may change the couple. I mean, we may change the label covers, but as far as like The bottles they're going to stay the same and everything, but we may change the labels. We may change, the names are definitely going to be changed. We're going to be adding in some new products. Um, we may even be taking away some old products. We're going to be adding in some new seasonal products for the fall and winter time. So it's super, we're kind of introducing a little bit of some of it. We definitely got some summertime talk going with the smoky campfire and the sister bestie that I'm not going to say the name. Just going to go to my Etsy shop to see. But yeah, we got some different fire names that God has given me. That it's like definitely different ideas to make it fun, to make it interesting. And, at the end of the day, it's just honestly look at it as like this is an experience. And honestly, don't just base your life on selling. Like, look at what else you're good at. Like, don't just stick to one income. Don't just stick to digital products or selling stuff. Or even if you are a teacher or a counselor, like, what else do you like? Like, if you're a counselor, maybe you should start selling. If you start selling, maybe you should look into counseling. Not getting counseling, but maybe you should look into, unless you need it, but look into um, counseling. Like, ask God, like, God, can I pour life into people? Can I bring motivation and inspiration to people? And that may be your actual, you know, stream of income, you know, um, offer, but if your website is about hair care or watches, then it's kind of, you don't need to put on there you do counseling service, because that's kind of like, okay, like you're all over the place. Now so you definitely want to build a separate platform for that. But I mean, obviously you don't need to do it on Shopify, because Shopify is for like selling stuff. um, Definitely put it on your Instagram. Start making YouTube videos, start making TikTok videos. Like, try to make monetization on these social media platforms where they pay you. You know, um, Pretty much what I'm saying is look for different ways to get income. If you need to and you feel like you're just not there, don't feel like you can't go get a job at Uber or Lyft. You know, stay in that commission based field so you don't get so used to getting that check every 2 weeks. You know, like, keep that commission job going so you can continue to build that momentum. So that will be my advice, um, to say to you. Also, um, you know, for anyone that is looking to buy from a new business owner and you're very judgmental and you critique a lot, um, remember that these people took a risk. Um, Remember that these people had a dream. You know, that's why I was saying earlier on my live to look at the background of someone's business. Read every single thing they have on their site. Look at their products, look at the pricing, look at the packaging, look at the the name of it, the description, the ingredients, and look at the about this company, about this brand, because a lot of these brands out here that are selling certain stuff, like a lot of these hair care companies, I'm gonna speak for hair care because I can only speak on hair care. Um, have talked about Cleopatra a lot. Um, and it's kind of like a red flag for me, because it's like, why are you guys always talking about Cleopatra? Like, oh, Cleopatra, she used this mud mask, so we made that into this. It's like, you guys are basing your hair care product on someone that was centuries ago. Like, so, I mean, like, so you guys wouldn't have made this if it wasn't for her. Like, I just what like you got to be like be careful with that, because a lot of these hair care companies are they're using ancient goddesses and queens and stuff like that, and uh, um, and a lot of these hair care companies and companies in general are very demonic. Uh, their ingredients is not safe. It's very poisonous. I just seen someone that I follow on Instagram, Sunny and Denby, post about how some of these store bought products are leading women to infirmities. They're, leading, they're having a lot of chemicals um, in their products. A lot of these YouTubers, when they are when they are using these store bought products, they, I mean, also too, they're using too much because they're constantly doing YouTube content. But after a while, they're having to cut their hair off because their hair is damaged from a product that they say is their favorite and it's been working for their hair. Um, the best way to go for a hair product is natural. And a lot of these companies too are bamboozling a lot of people that are not aware of what natural actually means. Natural means herbs, natural unrefined oils, unrefined butters. Unrefined means it's not processed. So it's raw. It's not in a machine. It's not cold pressed. It's none of that. It's just squeezed and bottled. It's that's it. You know, um, and a lot of people that get some of these hair care products are like, oh, this isn't looking like this and this isn't looking like that. But you guys are comparing store bought products to natural hair care products, to people that actually make natural hair care. They're starting to make now essential oils a thing. Like, oh, in your hair butter, add essential oils, add this, add that. And it's like, are you guys aware that like the essential oils that you guys are telling people to use essential oils, and they're literally going to Walmart and buy a peppermint essential oil that's for that's for a diffuser, and putting it in their hair butter, and then they're putting it on their scalp, and they wonder why their scalp burns. They wonder why their hair is falling out. They have all these issues, and it's because you guys are using uh essential oils for a diffuser. Like, you don't have to use an essential oil to get the result that you're looking for. Moisture retention and length retention. All you need is some good herbs, a nice good butter that's really going to give you what you're looking for, and some oils that's not clogging to your hair follicles into your scalp. Now, you shouldn't be putting hair butter on your scalp anyways, and a lot of people nowadays are making scalp hair butters. And then when you guys go to wash your hair or you go pre-poo your hair, you have globs of hair coming out. Like, a lot of YouTubers are making content and they have balls of like clumps of hair. Mind you, when you collect your shedding, of course it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And they use that for clickbait, just being real. They use that to get y'all to watch their video because you're like, oh my gosh, all that hair came out, and it's like, no, that's just their shedding that they just collected over time. And it just, like, for example, let me show y'all. So some of this is what I did cut. Like, when I had cut my hair I think it was January. This is why I'm no longer cutting my hair, because when I cut my hair, I cut maybe like this much, but the rest of it is shedding. But I just want to show you guys. They go on their Instagram. I mean, they go on their YouTube, and they'll post content like, like, and their title will be, "Oh, watch this before you use clove," and then they're like, because all this hair came out, but this is all of shedding. This is all of my shedding that I collected over time, right? From pre-pooing to wash day to when I remoisturize my hair. Like on any given day, when I pre-poo my hair or I wash my hair, this is how much that shedding I'm getting. This I'm not getting when I wash my hair. It's not fat like this, right? It's not fat like this. It's not like that. It's small. It's like a cloud. It's like a cloud size. Like that's the most that I'll get, right? So all of this right here is over time. This is over time. And that's what I mean. Like, this is over time. So, and that's how they're getting y'all. And I'm only saying this because like, just be aware of, some of the content that y'all watching, and be aware that these YouTubers, a lot of them are getting paid to post content. And be careful with these ones that are constantly posting about every week of what they're doing different to their hair. When you are constantly putting different stuff in your hair is trying to figure out, what are we using? What are we doing? That's like every single week you are putting different stuff in your body, testing it out. That's like every single week you're doing something different with your body as far as exercising. Like, or every single day, like one day you do this, the next day you do that, and you do this, you do that. Like, you're stressing your body out. And at first it could be cool, but it's like it's not good in the long run. It's not. And you know, um, a lot of these YouTubers that do clickbait, and they try to make you guys feel like, oh, I'm going to keep it real with you guys. They're really not keeping it real with y'all, because they're not telling y'all, obviously, that that whole glob of hair that they were showing in their little title picture was not accurate. Another thing is, they are showing pictures of when they were bald or when their hair was short, and now it's like past their shoulders. Like, talking about, oh, I use this oil and it fast hair growth. That's clickbait. Like, it's just not. Then when, because it's like, check it out, because when you guys go and buy the oil, or you guys go buy whatever they're talking about, you don't see what they're talking about. So then you go on their YouTube and you tell them that you don't think that your hair is growing, and they're like, oh, you just got to give it some time and do this and that. But you said that you use that oil in a week and you got results. You said you use that oil, and being consistent for 4 weeks, you had results. And from that picture to what you shown, it seemed like you got some massive length growth. So, but now you're telling me that I need to be more patient. That's how you know it's clickbait. Because they can't explain to you how their hair went from Nia Long and Friday to Rapunzel now. That picture that they're probably showing you was probably back in 2013. Because let me tell you something. If you're constantly putting different stuff on your hair every single week, your hair is not going to be growing like it's grow. That's like putting Do you see a lawnmower? Do you see yard workers putting different stuff on grass every single week, every single day? No. What do they put on their grass? Fertilizer or cow manure as fertilizer? That's so crazy, but fertilizer or cow manure. When you have a plant and you put that specific plant food in that plant, but then you have a rose, but you want to use dandelion because that's good for the plant growth. You want to use cottonmouth because that's good for the moisture. You want to use uh, uh, herb visor because that's good for sun protection. Like you're using all this different stuff that does not do anything for a rose. Like, you have to, this is what I'm saying, you got to do a lot of YouTubers that are trying to tell y'all to not always rely on Google are telling the truth. Like, I know you guys, some people get irritated when a lot of YouTubers say that they don't like the natural hair community. Um, it's not a community, it's just YouTube people making content. It's just, I mean, because I don't really hear anyone that is part of the natural hair community saying they're part of the natural hair community. I really don't even hear nobody saying that anymore. I used to hear that in 2012, but I don't hear that anymore because a lot of the YouTube people that were saying they're part of the natural hair community either went back to perming their hair, or they stopped growing their hair, or they stopped making content. Or they had to cut their hair off. And they're not doing as much to their hair like they were before. Then they try to go and blame it on the natural hair community when the natural hair community is Casper. There's no natural hair community. It's just natural people on YouTube that were just going without the perms and stuff like that, and we're going with the oils and the herbs and the DIYs, and they that it's just like YouTubers. YouTubers are people that make YouTube content, you know, like Instagrammers, like people that it's like there's plenty of people that are on Instagram that do the same thing people do on YouTube. And I don't hear anyone bashing Instagram people that have natural hair butters and this like you know what I'm saying? Like I just don't hear it. And it's because it's just honestly people just concocted that name natural hair community to blame somebody, but you can't blame YouTube and app. You cannot blame anybody but yourself because no one told you to go do what you did. You chose to go do what you did, and because you chose to go do what you did, you got the result that you got. And the research you thought you did wasn't really accurate research. It wasn't accurate research. You can't just base your research off YouTube or Google. It's good to go there for a reference, but it's not good to just say, "Oh, I watched this YouTube video." No. Like you got to do more research. Like what I was showing with the encyclopedia of hers, getting a book, going to the library if it's open, going to the library, going to Barnes and Noble, going to any bookstore, going to the herbs, right? Watch out for those herbs though, of those mystical concoction books to stir up witchcraft brews and stuff. Watch out for those books, okay? And that's why I was saying y'all have to do y'all research on some of these hair care product people y'all buying from, because a lot of these hair care product people y'all be buying from be getting their herbs from that type of book. Okay? So yeah. Um and don't be afraid to spend a little bit more. Like, you know, I just and am I pushing me? Yes. But you don't have to just buy from me. Um because there's so many others, Sunny and Denby out there. Um oh, I can't even remember some of the names, but I've been watching them. Like I know Roe Must Live and Britt Rose and uh, um, what's her name? I think WLHMC, I believe. There so many more. There's so many good hair care products out there that you can go to that are really for real God fearing, and they're all natural. Um, so, but like I said, just be careful with who you are um, buying from, and anyone that is starting your business or growing your business. Like, take your time, have fun, and just know it's a process. It's a journey. It's just like when you start a job. You gotta get to know that job, get to know the ins and outs of it, and everything like that. Except for this one, you may not get paid in 2 weeks. So, and that's okay. Like, that's why if you feel like, oh my gosh, I just quit my job but I'm not making sales, you need to go back, not go back to your job. If you want to, you can, but you need to go get a job until you start making sales and until you start seeing that repetitiveness. Um, so don't be, and I say this to myself because I am more than ready to leave the job that I'm at right now. But I know I have to stay focused because I can't leave that job right now and I don't have sales in my business. So, um, but glory be to God, I will be having sales in the next month. That's a prophecy right there. Absolutely. So I'm not going to hold you guys any longer. I just want to come on here and just talk to you guys kind of one on one. And I just wanted to encourage you guys to, not only visit my Etsy shop, but also start looking into your business and into your ideas. And, it's okay to kind of get some ideas from other hair care businesses, but just make sure that they're legit and don't copy what they're doing, but kind of get an idea like, oh, they have a lot of color on their website or they have a lot of color on their shop. Let me look at my shop. Oh, it seems a little dull. Let me lighten it up. Stuff like that. Don't steal their name. Don't steal their look. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because you don't know if that person has a trademark and they can sue you. Okay. That's another thing. I am business certified, sales permit certified, and trademark pending. So yes. Um, so I'm just gonna go ahead and end this. Thank you guys again in advance for shopping at God's Chosen Hair Care on Etsy. Um, I can't wait to see your guys' orders come through. There's so many options to choose from. Take your time to look through them. Read everything. It's well worth it. It's very informative. It's everything you need to know. Nothing that's like boring. It's everything you need to know because I am a new business. Even if I wasn't, I'm still gonna have that information on there. So you guys go shop and have fun. And again, free shipping, and right now, no sales tax. So free shipping over orders 35 and over. Um, and yeah, so, but there's no sales tax. So if you do buy our 30 or 25 or $20 hair oils, uh, just know that the only thing you will be paying for is shipping, and that's probably between $4 to $6. So just saying. So I will see you guys tomorrow and have a good night. Bye.